So good morning YouTube, back again. I'm now in North Herefordshire, on the Worcestershire border more or less. This is a place called Bromyard Downs. If you could see behind those trees you'd be overlooking the town of Bromyard. So I'm going to carry on. I'm looking for a derelict cottage. Wish me luck. I found it already. I'm not quite sure what those dates are for, or what that used to be, some kind of small statue by the looks of it. Well, here's the derelict cottage. I think I'm going a long way round. Let's go back the other way. I don't think we can actually get into it. There's the chimney up there. There's a footpath going to it. That's a bit of luck. So this here is like sort of a bit of a lean-to. In some better days. So this would have been the front garden, I suppose, originally. Look at that. Just going to have a look around the back. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to go in there, but it looks like somebody has broken their way into it. Actually, fuse box there. So it has been used as long as we've had electricity. So by looking at that, that would be the bedroom up there, or one of. It's only a small cottage. I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to go in here or how derelict it actually is. I don't take any unnecessary risks. Squeeze in, shall we? Well, you can't see much in here anyway, but look at there, look, there's the old fireplace. Window. I won't go too far because you can't see. There's the old staircase. Look at that. That would have been the back door, so this would have been like sort of the kitchen. So a very small cottage. This would have been the living room. So it is held up with timber frame in there. So I won't go. But like I said, there was electricity in here at one time. Look at that, the old type of switch. Don't see those anymore. Traditional, lucky. I can't even remember what they're called now. My memory going for you. Look at that. Horseshoe, that's the word I was looking for. The lucky horseshoe in the front door. Do you know what I couldn't think of that then? And look at the view. Let's go around here again. We can see the view they would have had from the bedroom window, which obviously we can't get to. I mean, I know it's decades and decades since there's been anybody in there. You can see that by the light fitting in there, the light switch. But this is the view they would have had through the trees into the distance. Look at that. Amazing. And I just look at the thickness of the walls. That's over a foot. Maybe 18 inches. Thickness of those walls. I'm not quite sure the history of it. There's no signs. It's not like a tourist spot or anything. But I remember seeing it years ago when I was walking here with my wife Sally. Probably about 8 or 9 years ago. I suppose we can be a raw dog. That's amazing. Right, let's carry on walking, shall we? Here, there's a National Trust. It was called Shepherd Cottage, built in 1895. And I'd imagine 1979 was the last time anybody lived in there, which makes sense looking at the electric light switches in there. They're very old. Not quite sure what these are for. There you go. And we'll look at the cottage. And a stunning old tree. Look at that. Well, my old legs and back, not so sure about that, but can I squeeze through here? Bit me short of it, but I got through. Probably could have got over there, but who knows. So, this is where we are. Warren Wood, Bromyard Downs. There's another magnificent specimen, look at that. I mean, we used to play here as kids. Summer holidays. So the town of Bromyard's down there. Summer holidays we used to spend a week or two, I can't remember, at our grandparents' place. And we used to come up here to play. Picnics and all that. Yeah, this really does bring back a lot of memories from my childhood. Back in the day, my brother and I, sometimes my sister, we were tree climbers, as all kids are. As you can see, there's some great climbing trees here. Just couldn't imagine the age of these trees. Look at this. Look at that. Wow. size of that tree. I'm not really good with trees, varieties as such, but I'm going to have a go. It's in at the beech tree. Sure, be corrected. Stunning. Can you look at the bluebells? Can you imagine as children the fun we had here playing hide and seek? Could go on for hours, probably days. There are just so many places to hide. I'm just going to show you now. Bear with me 1 second. There's a place to sit here, which I'm going to do. So this is a view. Let me get my bearings right. Wow, that is stunning. Bear with me. Out towards Worcestershire this would be. I'm sure of that. That's heading out towards Worcester. Must be. Can you see that? Let me try and zoom it in. Show how good the quality of the zoom is on the phone, but that's amazing. Zoom back out. Just something else, isn't it? A lot of people donate benches in honour of their loved ones that love this area. There's quite a few about. This obviously was a music loving man. So I'm going to have a rest on his bench. I'm sure you won't mind. More of the bluebells. Hi, I'm having what's officially known as a pipe break here in the woods. Like I always say, I have to be careful with my bad leg and my back because my priority is work, so I can't go overdoing it. But I've been wanting to come up here for some time now. Like I say, it just brings back so many memories. As children, we played around here for hours on end. Every summer we were up here. I suppose when you're a child you appreciate the playing, don't you, the games, the hide and seek, not so much the woods itself. You come up here generations later, decades later, and you can really appreciate it. So I'm just going to smoke my pipe for 5 minutes and I'll be on my way again. So this will be the last bit of filming of it. I'm nowhere near the end of it. It's not a massive wood, it really isn't, but lovely to walk through. Like I say, I'm going to take care of my leg and I'm going to be heading back now because it's quite a walk back down the hill to the car. So, one last look. More of the pretty bluebells. They are everywhere. So, I hope you enjoyed my trip out, a bit of a walk, and I'll speak to you later. Well, I hope you enjoyed my day out, I certainly did. My old stomping ground when I was a kid, as I said, on the throughout the course of the day, where we spent time as kids. Every summer we go to our grandparents who lived in Bromyard, and part of that was weekends we go and have a picnic up on the Bromyard Downs and get to wander and play in the woods. Just so the cottage that you saw today, Shepherd Cottage, self-explanatory really, I suppose. Mum spoke to my mum a bit after. She did roughly know the person that lived up there right till the 70s when it became empty. Another thing about the Bromyard Downs, so not the woods obviously, the Bromyard Downs is the hill leading up to those woods. Back a long time, I haven't got any dates because I haven't done any proper research, But my granddad, so my mum's dad, on his way to school, so you've got to realise now if he was still alive, bless him, he would be over 100. I think well over 100 now. So on his way to school, his job was to tidy up the golf course, which was on the Bromyard Downs back in the day. So we've got some family ties there. So before that, again, no dates or anything, but it used to be a race course. There's a horse race course on the Bromyard Downs. Apparently, this must have been an awful long time ago. So my granddad would have trying to get some idea now. So you're talking probably about, what would it have been, about the 1920s, maybe, that he would have been working there on his way to school and sweeping the greens, make sure there's no litter on there, make sure there's no leaves on there for the day ahead. So so we've got some, and of course my family from my mum's side are from that area anyway. My mum went to school there for a while. Yeah, so we got ties in Bromyard. That's why we sort of know the Bromyard Downs. We've spent a lot of time there as children. But on the whole, a lovely day. I might see if I can do some more research on the Bromyard Downs. The cottage was fascinating. Like I say, that was boarded up, as you could see. It has been knocked in over whenever. I mean, I went there about 8-9 years ago, and it was still boarded up. But I couldn't resist it. It was, you know, I had to crawl in a bit on my hands and knees a bit, but I went in there because I couldn't resist the temptation. And just fascinating to see. I wish I could have gone upstairs, maybe I'd look out the window or something like that, but it was probably too far gone. I mean, it's boarded up for a reason, isn't it? So yeah, as you can see now, it's all to do with the National Trust, which is surprising. That does surprise me, the state it's in. Why would you let it get into that state? Surely if it's the National Trust, aren't they? They get donated these things, don't they? As far as I know, these properties, and isn't it part of it to keep them? Is the upkeep of them, you know? So that does baffle me a bit. It is a pity. I think it could be renovated, no doubt. If I won the lottery, I would have a damn good go at buying that, I think. See what I can do with it. So it is fascinating to see, but at the same time it's a shame that it's not lived in anymore, and it's not, you know, you could see by the electrics in there how, you know, of course when it was built there would have been no electricity in there in 1800 and whatever. I did film that bit. So in the 1940s, I think it was, till about the 1970s, you could see that in there the light switch, the black ones, the round ones. Of course they're not like that, they're black and plastic. They're white now, aren't they? And all flat and everything. So those were the original ones. And when we were children in the house that in Worcestershire that I was born and bred in, well, I can remember when we were children we had the same light switches, and so that was in the 60s and 70s. So yeah, 70s it would have been, yeah, upgraded, but definitely in the 60s we had those little round dark brown, sometimes black, I think they were, light switches and off switches. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today. It was fascinating for me. I will be going back there again, whether it'll be this year or not. I mean, there's other places I want to see and film. So yeah, like I say, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll say like, subscribe. Hope you enjoy what I'm doing. It's not the best entertainment in the world, I understand that, but you might find it a bit interesting. Anyway, that's it for now. Everybody take care, and be seeing you soon. Bye for now.